What's going on everyone, Rich Lee here, and today it's time for episode 8 in season 5 of my Bayern Munich career mode series. Now, first things first, in today's episode, I'm going to be returning Paul Pogba to Manchester United. Now, obviously, in real life, Manchester United have just smashed the world transfer record and paid £89 million for him. An absolutely ridiculous amount of money, especially for a player that they had in their possession 4 years ago, but the way you've got to look at it is, would Paul Pogba be the same player that he is today if he'd remained at Manchester United? He wasn't good enough to get into the first team 4 years ago when he left the club. He's gone to Juventus, he's become one of the best players in world football, and now he goes back to Manchester United. Obviously £89 million is a lot of money, but that's just the way that the transfer market is going. Just look at the amount of money that Juventus paid for Higuain, and also John Stones as well. £50 million, wow, nearly 50 million for a centre-back who is obviously incredibly promising, but he's still got a lot to learn, and he's cost nearly 50 million. That is just how the transfer market is now. Prices are massively inflated, and we have to get used to it. It's only a matter of time before a club pays over £100 million for a player. It seems inevitable. Fees are going up all the time, and whilst 89 million is a lot for Paul Pogba, that's just the way it is now. Look at Zinedine Zidane. He went to Real Madrid at the peak of his powers for 50 million. And now that kind of money gets you John Stones, a promising centre-back, but it's just the way that the world has gone. The footballing world has gone absolutely mental, and money doesn't go as far as it used to. There's a lot more money in football, and therefore players cost a lot more money. That's just the way it is. So yeah, I'm returning Paul Pogba to Manchester United in this career mode series. I'm bringing back Lewandowski. Probably should have never let him go in the first place. So we get Lewandowski back, and Paul Pogba goes to Manchester United. Also, I want to sign up the very best young players in world football. Obviously, we've got an absolutely amazing team at the moment, but I want to provide potential for the future as well. Bring in all the top young talents in the world, and the Dani Alves Regen is one of those players. 74 rated at 20. He looks like an absolutely incredible player for the future. So Luis Francisco Emperor, welcome to Bayern. And I'm also bringing in the Zlatan Ibrahimovic Regen. It says that he's 81 rated at 22, but unfortunately, that was misinformation. He's actually 78 rated at 22, so not quite as good as I thought he was, but he's 6'6", he's got absolutely incredible physicals, and he looks like an amazing player for the future. And I'm also looking to sell a couple of players as well. So the faceless man, Marco Bakic, is on his way to Manchester City. He hasn't been good enough this season, hasn't scored a single goal, and he has no face. If he had a picture, I probably wouldn't be moving him on, but there you go. He's off to the Premier League, and I wish him all the best at Manchester City, to be honest. Hopefully he can do a job for them, but as he's got no face and no goals, he's on his way out of the club. And I'm also looking to move on Gabriel as well. He's off to France, hasn't been good enough, and he scored against me in the last episode. I wasn't happy at all with that. He's been out on loan for the last couple of seasons, and scoring a goal against us, that was just the final nail in the coffin. So Gabriel, thanks for what you've provided the club, which wasn't much to be honest, but yeah, off you trot to France, and good luck, I guess. And the final piece of transfer business that I'm going to be doing in this January transfer window is to bring back Bastian Schweinsteiger. Now, obviously in real life, he's not wanted at Manchester United. Mourinho has made his plans perfectly clear. Schweinsteiger doesn't figure in them, so I'm going to bring him back to Bayern. I need another central midfielder after moving on Pogba and Bakic, so in comes Bastian Schweinsteiger, absolute German legend, and he makes that midfield stronger. So Bastian Schweinsteiger, welcome back to Bayern. Time for the first game of the episode now then, and Thomas Muller has been moaning recently about not being in the first team, so I've decided to start him today. I don't want him getting unhappy, so I'll give him a chance here to impress me. Sadly though, he didn't. He did absolutely nothing in the first half, so into the second half, and Bastian Schweinsteiger and Lewandowski both come into the first team. They're back at the club, they're back in the team. Can they make a difference here? Lewandowski's on the ball, and he finds the corner of the net. Bastian Schweinsteiger started off that move, moved the ball out to Neymar, and then Lewandowski bags himself a goal at the end of it. Schweinsteiger made a run into the box there, but Neymar picked out Lewandowski instead. He smashes it into the corner. Keeper had no chance. And then Messi steals the ball here. We got a chance to make it 2. He moves the ball on to Lewandowski. Can he get a second? Yes, he can. It's 2-0. Lewandowski has made a massive difference there. Scored both goals, bagged a brace on his return. And that's an awesome victory for Bayern Munich. And I was just going to include one game in today's episode, but that first game was just absolutely dead. So I'm adding a second game. I've got a squad report coming after this, so that's why I was only going to play one game. But yeah, that first game didn't really live up to expectation. So into this second game we go. Bale's on the ball, gets tugged at, and the referee gives a penalty there. I don't agree that that was a penalty. But up steps Lewandowski. Can he score again? No. He hits it straight at the keeper, and it remains at 0-0. Toni Kroos is on the run though, plays that through to Lewandowski, should have scored that one. It drops for Griezmann though, and he does find the back of the net. It's 1-0 to Bayern, and we're playing well to be completely honest. Griezmann's on the ball again now, then takes on his man, and then runs into trouble. Just smashes straight into the Stuttgart defender. Not good enough from Griezmann, but he has scored today, and then what on earth is Stuttgart doing there? And just look at that. Absolute carnage there. Everyone falls over each other. Bale's running through. Can he pick out a Bayern man? Plays it across to Lewandowski, and he smashes it into the corner once again. He's so good at finding the corner of the net. I absolutely love Lewandowski in this game. Never should have sold him. Never should have moved him on to Manchester United. But he's back now. He's scoring again, and he's got his third goal in 2 games. Awesome stuff from Lewandowski. Can we get another goal here? Ronaldo plays it through to Lewandowski, and once again, he finds the corner of the net. Seems to be the exact same finish every single time with Lewandowski, but it's an incredible finish every time anyway. Right into the roof of the net, finds the corner, the keeper never stands a chance, and the keeper stood no chance on that one either. It's 4-0 to Bayern Munich, and that's the way the game's going to finish. Really nice goal there from Toni Kroos, finds the corner of the net, beats the keeper, and it's a 4-0 victory in the bag for Bayern. Nice way to finish things off. Beautiful goal from the central midfielder. We had 11 shots on target in that game, scored 4 of them, and it's a 4-0 victory. So I'm going to take a look through the squad report now then. And first of all, we got the best goalkeeper in the world, Manuel Neuer. 93 rated at 33, hasn't improved at all this season so far, but he's also not on the decline, so that's good to see. He's got a 7.4 average in 33 appearances, 33 years old, 33 appearances. Good stuff. Krychowiak is up to an 81 rating now. He's got the potential to be special. Dos Santos is up to a 76. Empen's an 81 rating. He's improving nicely in his physical and mental areas. He's out on loan at Stoke for the season. Inglese is up to a 75 rating now. And just look at that average rating. Usually you don't really see a defender with a 7.0 or above rating, but there you go, or at least you don't see them with those kind of ratings for me anyway, because defending is definitely not my strong point. Anyway though, Inglese has got a 7.3 average, and he has been absolutely insane. Remy Prosser is up to an 88 rating now, 9 goals and 5 assists. Hasn't improved much this season, but has gone up by 1 rating, and that's good to see. Bellerin's up to an 83 now, 6.6 average. Emperor has just come into the club, 73 rated at 20, and he's already starting to improve. Ryan Fitzgerald is up to a 79 rating now, 6.7 average. Jermaine Brown's got a 6.5, he's up to an 83 now, and he's improving nicely. Zundel remains a 76, and he's only made 2 appearances this season, so not the best player in the world, is only really a backup, and isn't playing much for me. Hummels is up to a 90 rating, 6.6 average, still improving at 31 years old, and that's very good to see. Martinez is up to an 86, he's been okay, 6.4 average, not the best. Rudiger has only made 2 appearances for me, got a 6.6 average, and currently he's unhappy because he doesn't play. He's also not improving, so I don't really know if he's got a long-term future at the club. Boateng is up to a 91 rating now, 6.7 average, and he's even got himself a goal. Heston Taylor has made 11 appearances, he's up to a 76 now, and his stats are improving nicely in both the mental and technical areas. De Chilio remains an 80 rating, he's made 6 appearances, spent some time out injured, but he's been very good when called upon, and he'll no doubt continue to impress me in the future. Alaba is up to an 87 rating now. I believe that's the first time he's improved in about 5 years, so it's nice to see him finally improving, up to an 87, 6.7 average, and his technical stats are improving nicely. Sam Powell has just come up from the youth academy, 58 rated at 18. Scharf is just up from the academy as well, he's 63 rated at 17. Joe Loft has just come up from the academy as well. He's got the potential to be special, but he's only got a 1-star weak foot and 1-star skill moves, so yeah, not the best player in the world. Philip Lahm is down to an 83 rating now. He's retiring at the end of the season. 6.6 average so far this season. Douglas Costa is up to an 86. 6 goals and 5 assists in 11 appearances, which isn't too bad at all, and he's improving nicely still. Luigi Plutau, Robins Regen. I haven't been massively impressed with him so far, to be completely honest, but he's up to a 72. He's 19 years old and he's got some decent stats. He's been poor for me, but his stats are decent and he should be a good player in the future. Bale is up to a 94 rating now. Doesn't score many goals for me, but 7 assists, not too bad at all, and his technicals are improving nicely. Bastian's is up to a 71. Israelson's up to an 83, he's improving across the board, and he should be an absolute beast in the future. Naronha looks like he's going to be a very special player as well, potential to be special, doing pretty well for himself, and he's also improving across the board. Kimmich is up to a 79 rating now. Schweinsteiger has just come into the club, his physicals are on the decline, but his technicals are still amazing, and I don't really care too much about his physicals. They're not the best anyway. Wow, his sprint speed and acceleration isn't the best anyway. But yeah, he's still okay. Still got amazing technicals. And I'm very happy to have him back at the club. Thiago is up to an 87 rating now. 11 appearances for me. 6.9 average. Scored himself a goal and got 4 assists. Tony Cruz has made 17 appearances. 6.9 average. 4 goals, 4 assists. And he's improving nicely. Rui Faria is out on loan, he's up to a 70 rating now. Hobbs is out on loan as well, he's up to a 57. Rodrigo Figueira is improving nicely across the board, he's up to a 71 rating now. Made 7 appearances for me so far this season, got 1 goal and 1 assist. Ribery is on the decline, 82 rated at 36. Disappointing to see his physical stats dropping off so much, but yeah, he is 36 years old, so it is to be expected. Jardim is up to a 78 rating now. Theo is a 51. Remy Middleton is a 58 rating. Thomas Muller remains an 88, but he is still improving at 30 and that's good to see. Only got 5 goals and 2 assists for me this season, so not the best of seasons for Thomas Muller, but there you go. Messi, however, is having an absolute blinder. 12 goals and 10 assists in 16 appearances. In the past, he hasn't been all that great for me, but this season's stats have just been absolutely insane. 7.8 average, and he's still improving as well. Ivanski is up to a 76 rating now, improving nicely across the board, and he's got 6 goals in 9 appearances. Not too bad at all for a 20-year-old, only 76 rated, but he's been pretty amazing to be completely honest. Nilsson, Ibrahimovic Regen has just come into the club, dropped off to a 78 rating, so I don't know how my scout got that so wrong. He wasn't an 81 rating at all, only a 78, but there you go, not too bad anyway. 6'6" tall, and just look at those physicals. His finishing needs work, but other than that, he looks like an absolutely insane player. Piche is up to a 71 rating now. Griezmann remains a 90. Not had the best of seasons, but he's provided 2 goals and an assist anyway. Kingsley Coman, 6.6 average, hasn't played much and hasn't done much. Hasn't improved at all, and that's disappointing. Lewandowski's just returned to the club, and he's got 4 goals in 2 appearances. Absolutely amazing return, and I can't wait to see how many goals he can score in the second half of the season. Luis Casillas is up to a 78 rating now. Hasn't played particularly well for me, but he's developing nicely and should be an awesome player in the future. Ronaldo is still improving at 35, 94 rated. and he's got 16 goals in 18 appearances. Not too bad at all. Neymar is up to a 92, 4 goals and 5 assists, and he's improving nicely. And then last but not least, we've got Sebastian Shik, still improving, still developing, potential to be special, 82 rated at 19, hasn't had the best of seasons, but as I said before, he's got the potential to be special, and he should be a very good player for the future. So we're still top of the table, and that's the way I expect it to remain. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again next time.